Arriving in New York in 1954, Zipporah Spiceman was the force behind the Volksbühne for many years. She first began acting with the Volksbühne in 1956 and stayed with them for over 40 years, serving as artistic director for nearly 20 of those years.
They can never kill me, I die. No, not to take away that what I want and what I need. This is my water, this is my sleep, this is my everything what I do is Yiddish.
Oh, and fragst du, was Paschke? Ja. Gut, ja, weißt du, was wir haben?
Wer sucht, aber weiß nicht? Ich weiß. Ich bin eine Mama. Ich sehe, in ich höre, in ich weiß. Ich bin Master. You cannot stop because you want it. Maybe the pulse or maybe my heart. And I will leave somebody after me to go on with the same place. It's a beautiful place, a beautiful thing to live. My language will disappear. And the English language will stay. And how much I can manage to save it, I like to speak Yiddish. You owe the world something, give it to them.
Ich denke, jeden nach durch. Als die letzte Säule hab ich dich lieb.
If not for Zipporah, there wouldn't be Yiddish theater in New York. That was the only Yiddish theater she kept alive.
I will find and I will get.
I'm very happy that I am still capable, you know, to move.
Ich will dich kein wohl nicht verbeiden. Ich bin zu stark verliebt in dich.
No, I'm not old. I'm in the 80s. I'm still young. Sucht alle Nissen bei Gott, alle Nissen, lo mir tanzen kann. Now, let's go. Ungeheuben is ungeheuben. This is the Shamas. Bruchatu Adonai Leheini Melech Olam, Lahadlik Naya Shel Chaniko.
We have a tremendous play. I mean, when there's a good audience there and people are on, they love it. It is an excellent play. Wir haben ein größter Erfolg. We have a large success in Yiddish. I'm thrilled with the play. I hated it at first. I love it now.
I'm from Israel. I came to New York 2.5 years ago to study at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy. And I just saw an ad backstage for Yiddish Public Theater. Maz, of course, were like, oh, ding, ding. I got a lead part in a Yiddish play, an opportunity to speak in the language that my grandparents spoke for years. I'm at my age playing in Yiddish in New York City at the year 2000.
Sie hat gemeint, dass ich sie nicht. Sie können sich weitergeben.
It really felt like home. Zipporah asked me where my family from, so I told her that my grandmother is from Belgorod. So she jumps, "Whoa! Do you know who's from Belgorod?" And I said to her, "Yes! Bashev Zinger." And she was like, "That's right." And I think that's why I got the part.
I played for 42 years. Years after year, I start from very little, I grow up, I got people start to love me, people start to look for me. This was like a man, I have it.
Zipporah plays around. Zipporah changes her acting every time, never on stage, it's the same as it was.
I'm not so stick to lines, you know. I have something to put in the lines. Don't stick like Schiffer. Schiffer stick to her line.
Ich bin nachher, weil ich will, dass ich da weglos in der lange Bank rein.
Also, in der weiß ich, was hier
Ich will, als später so für die Rockchappen.
Shifra is unbelievable on stage. Her instincts are really good, and she's unbelievably professional. She's one of the first people to know her parts, her lines. She's 80-something, but she stays in her way. She doesn't change her acting.
I don't like to improvise because sometimes you're in a good mood to improvise and sometimes you're not in a good mood to improvise. And it doesn't come out good. And this I am, a perfectionist I am. And I hate an actor or an actress who is not a professional.
And one time she was late to come in. And I was in heaven. I said, I will tell you. She said, you were late? You forgot to come in? She said, don't tell me that. I said, you forgot? You forgot that he's sitting and you think, I'm not a slave to acting. I love acting. I give it to acting. I will give it to you. Get it. Chappes, hobbes.
This is probably the last generation that will come to see something like this, since our children don't speak Yiddish at all.
I refuse to accept the fact that when their generation would be gone, that their entire legend, their entire Yerusha, their inheritance, cultural inheritance, would just die.
Life is so complicated. Never give up. Stay fast. You will kill me. Another one come to fight.
A jüdische Mann, nicht du kein Besseres auf der Welt.
This was a life. It's the theater, especially the Yiddish theater.
You have to say goodbye. We will miss you. Tracht von uns, wir werden trachten von euch. Wir werden sein Maselding in zurückzubringen zu unserem Stand. Seid gesehen, hat ein gutes Jahr und vergesst uns nicht.